everyone, it's Ben here from Mariner Media, and in this video I just want to go over a little bit of a follow-up to our last videos about getting people into your email list by using Facebook ads. So a lot of people have been asking, okay, I can get people into my email list, but once they're in there, like what kind of stuff should I be sending them? You know, what kind of journey should I be taking them down once I've got them in my email list? So I'm going to just show you guys a little bit of one of my journeys today. So in MailChimp, so obviously we use MailChimp, but you know there's so many different platforms out there. But in MailChimp, you just go to my journeys, and in here is one of our new lists that I've been working on for the last few weeks. And this is all just from Facebook ads, driving people in. And basically what happens is that when they go from, you use that same process we talked about on Facebook to drive people into the email list using lead forms. Once they're in the email list, then they get tagged, which is obviously the same list goes from the website opt-in form and the Facebook opt-in form. So they get tagged with this tag, and that's how MailChimp knows if they come from Facebook or the website, they get tagged with that tag, and then MailChimp knows which journey to send them down. So obviously they're tagged as they come in. Obviously 2,000 people come in. And then so welcome email. So I'd always start off straight away with a welcome email that tells them a little bit about like the benefits of the company, why they should be following you. Like, don't get too salesy. Just introduce yourself. What you're all about, all that kind of stuff, and deliver whatever it is, the lead magnet you promised. The thing that they've signed up for. So I definitely do that straight away, so they get that in their inbox and they don't forget who you are before you've got their first email. And then the second email, you use something catchy. So what you want to do is create some rapport. So you don't want to just go in, hello, buy from me. Like, you want to just start to slowly let them know about the company and the benefits and give them some value, maybe to give them some free content, all that kind of stuff, to get them on board before you ask them for the sale. And using headlines that are like this. So let's have a look at this quickly. I'm going to be able to open this. Okay, I need to pause and edit it to be able to open it. I don't really want to pause it. Using catchy headlines, like, it's like, you must be crazy to give this away. Like something like that, instead of being like, weekly update from the online pastry school. Like, people are just like, they don't care. Like something that's going to catch their attention. This one here, simple secrets, perfect macaroons. Top Baker shares his top 5 tips for getting restaurant quality bread at home. Like, all that kind of stuff, like those kind of headlines are things that value to these people to open them, and then you give them lots of value, and then when they get down to the bottom of the email, you can then sell and send them over to the website and talk more about the business. But the first few emails, we just want to give, just keep giving some value. And once people have been opening their emails, they've been seeing your stuff every day, every 2 days, they kind of get to know who you are. They get a good sense of watching the videos of what their business is all about, and they kind of sell themselves before you ask for the sale. And then after those sort of 4 initial emails, what we do is send out a first offer. It's get half price off yearly membership. And then over the next few days, they then get another email, which is like a reminder. It's like, you can get half price on the yearly membership. This is what you get: videos, salesy. And then a lot of people. Once they've got those 2 emails, we then send them another bit of content. So if they haven't bought already, then we just ease off a little bit of the selling, then go in with a little more content, warm them up a bit more, let them see like a full course from the website. So they kind of get to grips. People who haven't seen it yet, they're not really quite sure what it is. They're really not grasping it. Then it's like we give them like a full course so they can see what it's like. And then what will happen is like last chance. So then they get the last chance email after the macaroon recipe. They get the last chance email, and obviously that content will be whatever relates to your business. But they get the last chance email, and then that's the urgency then to go and buy. So that's really, really important. So having that last chance email, this is the last email you're going to get. And obviously for them, they only see the email once. Each person that enters the list, so that email is the last time we ever offer the half price yearly membership. So that works really, really well. And then what happens if they don't opt in for the yearly? We then send them a few more content emails. So a little bit more, free recipes and all that kind of stuff, just to keep them on the list, keep them active before we do what we call a downsell, which is then offering them like a 3-month trial. So that's obviously our least profitable product. We want them to be on a yearly. However, obviously you don't want, if people aren't quite ready to do a yearly, you want to sell that first, and if they're not ready, you can then downsell them to a monthly, so they can just try it out for a month, and then you can still earn a lot out of a lead from that. Not as much as a yearly, but it just helps us, the extra 20% of people that they're not ready for the yearly, but they'll do a monthly free trial, which will then lead on to like 4 or 5 month subscription average. This is a 3 month downsell, and then they gets tagged as someone who finished the new subscriber list. And then what happens is when people finish these different flows, you can then retarget them to say, right, all the people that have finished this particular journey, I want to then retarget them with another email that kind of pushes them somewhere else or gets them to opt in for like a free webinar, or so you segment out your audience. That you're sending relevant emails to relevant people. Like people who have bought will be in one, people that are are long-term members will be another, people that have been people that have finished the flow, people that have come from this lead magnet or that lead magnet, depending on what it is that where you're getting them from and what they've done, you can then personalize that email to speak directly to them. So say if they've just done the bread course, for example, then if you got a new bread course out, you'd probably send that to that list because it's relevant to them, because that's what they've already shown interest in. So really important to kind of segment your audience out. And just make sure there's a flow there, natural flow that isn't like straight out first email selling. You're taking them on a journey of understanding the business, getting some great content, all that kind of stuff before you just suddenly hit them with a sale. But when you do hit them with a sale, just make sure you repeat it a couple of times. You keep repeating the offer and make sure they've got like an urgency at the end. If you just send them out one email, not a lot of people are going to respond. You need to just keep reminding them. So that's what we do with leads once we get them from Facebook, which has converted really, really well over the last few months. So that's just going to carry on growing. And that's great. If any other questions, just pop them in the box below, and give the video a like if you can, because that really helps us out. And I hope to see you all on the next video.